Hey everyone, I'm Arglefumph. This is a death percent run for Nancy Drew, the Deadly Device. I'm trying to reach the first death of the game as quickly as possible. I'm going to start this with a glitch. So in the lower left-hand corner, I'm going to call Victor right now while Nancy is calling Victor. You have that brief moment of time. So as you can see, this is so funny. Nancy's calling Victor while Nancy's calling Victor, so you can hear him talk in the background and in the foreground. Here's the strange thing, though. You can't hear Nancy talk in the background and in the foreground at the same time. The game doesn't let that happen. Nancy can't talk while Nancy's talking. Nancy's just very special like that. So by having Nancy talk on the phone here, that cancels out the dialogue in her conversation on the video call, the one that you can't see on screen. So that speeds up the opening phone call with Victor. I'm cutting off all of Nancy's dialogue through this phone glitch, and there are two more things that it's going to skip. We'll see those in a moment. I should note I also clicked in the upper left-hand corner at the start of the game to skip the opening scene of Nico being killed. You just go back to like minimize the phone, but you'll see the phone dialog box is still there. I accidentally messed up typing the code. That's a mistake. That is a mistake. It's definitely possible to get a better speed on the speedrun, and here we go. When Nancy's phone rings there, click on the phone call that's already in process to end it. And that completely skips the scene that Nancy had with Victor. Normally he calls and tells her about the power outages, and you know, that scene goes on for a while. So I managed to skip it with the phone glitch. I also managed to skip the scene that occurs after that. We saw the scene of Nancy being clumsy and walking through the lounge. There's no way to skip that, but normally what happens is you switch the game to nighttime. Doesn't matter if you switch it to daytime or nighttime. Either way, Nancy gets woken up at nighttime. And there's this scene with Gray. Gray takes you outside and you have to solve a puzzle with a bunch of switches. Well, that got skipped. That got skipped because of the glitch with the phone call with Victor. So there are three skips with that glitch. We skip the phone call with Victor in the lounge, we skip the big scene with Gray and the puzzle of flipping the switches, and we skip some of the dialogue in that opening conversation with Victor. Nancy only talks 4 times during that opening conversation. Okay, so I am here upstairs so I can grab these items. There's no way to grab these items without talking to Ryan. If you try to use the glitch to avoid talking to Ryan, the game just crashes. The game does not allow that. I don't know why that is the case. So, now I am going to switch to nighttime so I can distract Gray, and I'm going to go in Gray's area and make this key card, because I just got the 2 items for the key card from Ryan's area. Alrighty. My navigation on this is okay, but it can be improved. This is not like the super best perfect time. See, I messed up there. Accidentally clicked out of the game window. Messed up a little bit there. This is the fastest solution to the puzzle. You're supposed to, like, click 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, but I accidentally moved my mouse a little bit too far to the left in between 2 and 3. You're supposed to do a double click there. So that didn't cost me too much time, but it was a mistake. I'm also slow when it comes to typing up this. I imagine you could improve it by having it memorized. Just know what the correct password is. Just have the entire thing memorized. It's just a combination of random letters. Similarly, if you have this puzzle memorized, you could probably speed it up, do it a little bit faster than I did. I mean, this is decent time, but I think it is probably possible if you have the entire thing memorized. I am just reading off of a guide. I've got a picture that shows, hey, here's where you put all the pieces. and the order you put the pieces in. There is some leeway in terms of the order. Like with the 2x1 pieces, you could put the green one in place first or the purple one in place first before it. Doesn't really matter. Either way, we're here at the first death scene of the game. The first death scene of the game is blowing yourself up with the chemicals. And I use water on purpose because I just think it's funny that water explodes and kills Nancy. So that is it. It is almost exactly 5:30. When I practice a speedrun, my best time was 5 minutes and 30 seconds. So this was a little faster. This was only slightly faster than my previous best time. Can it be improved? Sure it can. I'm also going to post a video of me doing this death percent run without doing the glitch. So check out that video if you want.